So we promote entrepreneurship, we support the capacity building of entrepreneurs, starting from Sierra Leone and now expanding, or already have expanded to Africa. And we also convene events that bring entrepreneurs together, entrepreneurs, players, solution providers, all together, to discuss issues that are essential for the improvement of entrepreneurship in Africa. So today I'm going to start by telling the story of how this agriculture symposium started. So the first edition started as a virtual event, and that was at the heat of the COVID-19. It was in 2020. And hard to believe it started in a living room where we successfully connected 23 African countries. So it was an idea that was so unpopular with most of the people in my circle, who could not believe that it was time for Pan-Africanism. It was time to leverage the digital era. It was time to leverage the capacity that African entrepreneurs had to come together and build something stronger. One of those people who believed is here with us is Tolulope Aina from Nigeria, AgroLearn, who believed, but who also came with all her integrity, with all her resources, but also with all her pragmatism. So I really would like to celebrate that, because most often than not, we fail in building those long-lasting partnerships because we don't invite integrity in our partnerships. So thank you so much, Tolu, for believing, for being there from the beginning till now. Even though, what partnership is, sometimes we fight like nobody's business, but we fight for the greater good. So the second edition, as they say, is the confirmation edition, and it was held in Senegal last year. And indeed, we had the confirmation. We had the confirmation that African youth is ready for agriculture. The confirmation that African youth understands the potential that agriculture has in Africa. We also got the confirmation that we understand that we have the greatest market in the world. Another confirmation we received was the fact that we knew that there is no other stakeholder who will come to Africa and have more interest in building it rather than us. And that's where that capacity building comes in. Building the capacities of those agripreneurs, those entrepreneurs, so that they can this Pan-African Symposium on Agriculture. And the reason, the focus of this event is on strengthening the agri-food supply chains. How to make sure that the agri-food supply chains are strong enough to allow a smooth transaction among the farmer to every player in that supply chain. So we are here today to discuss intra-Africa how we can implement the AFTA. I am sure we all heard about it, the African Continental Free Trade Agreement area. So we are hearing about it. How do we ensure that we are not left behind as countries, as businesses, as agriculture enthusiasts? So this is the reason why this platform is created, for us to share practical knowledge that we can act on and improve our businesses, but also make sure that we create those partnerships that we market with each other, that we are a block, a strong block, very organized and structured block of agriculturalists who can attract the investment of the private sector. The same with the diaspora, They also want to invest in Africa, and we know the remittances of African diaspora, and that's absolutely a huge investment. But most of the time, people are afraid of agriculture or even like resent agriculture because they don't see it as something attractive and profitable. So we are here to make history. We are here to rebrand agriculture, to showcase that agriculture is, as they say, sexy, is attractive. I'm seeing Susu here in front of me, and that's one face of what agriculture is. You know, very pragmatic, very forward-looking, very youthful, very feminine. So it's no longer only back-breaking activities at the farming point, but across the supply chain. But we are here again to rebrand Africa. What image were we showing of Africa?